I'm Mark with WasteCorp, and next to me is Steve, one of our senior technicians, and today we're going to show you how to change the shear pin in one of the Sludge Master plunger pumps. Next to me is one of our PE 941 plunger pumps that is just about to be shipped off to one of our clients in the Middle East for an oil refinery application. But I wanted to quickly show you on a new pump how you would change the shear pin. Now the shear pin would typically fail due to overpressurization or a blockage in the line or deadheading situation. So this is the shear pin here. Before I actually pull out the shear pin, this is called the driving flange. You've got the driving flange, you've got the eccentric, you've got the connecting rod with the replaceable insert, and on the other side you have the driven flange. So if the shear pin breaks, you would just basically pull out the shear pin, and the shear pin, if you notice, this is one that is not broken, but there is actually a small machine mark on there, and that's there specifically so when the shear pin breaks, it's a clean break. So if it does break, some of this may be left in the eccentric, so you're going to have to pull that out from the eccentric side. Okay, so what you're going to do is, this has 11 pin positions. Most of the pumps do have 11 pin positions, and the pin positions basically represent the stroke length of the plunger, and also determines the flow rate. So the further you go away from the shaft, the longer the stroke length, the more gallons per minute you can produce. So if we come around to the other side, I'm going to show you the driven flange. So this is the driven flange, and we're just going to remove the flange bolts. I'll just help with this one. And if Steve, if you can pull back the driven flange, we can see, if you note inside here, there's the eccentric bushing. Okay, so the idea is that eccentric bushing hole has to line up with the corresponding flange hole on the other side. So a quick technique to do that is with a simple flashlight. So we're just going to push that back into position. Okay, and if you come back to the other side, we're going to use a flashlight. Just going to shine that through the eccentric bushing hole, and in this situation we're in pin position 10. So you can see that you have the light through. Now if the light's not shining through, what you can do is you can use the flange. You can put a pipe wrench around the flange and rotate the drive shaft until you find the correct hole position that you want. Once you have that hole position, just slip it through, and after that's done, we're going to tighten back up on the flange nuts. And the most critical part is to ensure that your torque settings are correct. Your torque settings determine if when the shear pin breaks, and the torque settings are directly related to the head pressure that is on the pump. So if you're pumping, say, 20 psi versus 100 psi, your torque settings in foot-pounds or inch-pounds would be different, and all that information is available in the owner's manual. But if there's some additional information that's not there, you can always contact one of our technical support people, and we can help you through that and give you some guidance. So what Steve is going to do is use a certified torque wrench. I think we've set this at what torque setting, Steve? 70 foot-pounds. Okay, so we're going to just tighten that up, and we have to make sure that both nuts are tightened to the same torque specification. And this is going to be mirrored if you have a duplex, triplex, quadruplex pump. The process is going to be the same. And in this situation, we put it at pin position 10. All the other flanges, if it's up to a quadruplex, they all have to be in the same pin position so that we have the same stroke length. And it's that simple. If you have any other questions, please contact us at 888-829-2783 or visit us at wastecorp.com. Thanks for watching.